Oh, finally. Anyone there? Third time lucky. Let's hope it bloody works this time. Start again. Let's tune up anyway. Oh dear, stressful. Hi Andrea. Finally got this thing to work. So if you missed the start, Andrea, you haven't missed anything apart from me messing about. I am here, yeah. I think we're going to be all right now, unless my internet cuts out again. I think that's probably what it was, you know. Didn't like it. Let's turn off the Facebook on my computer. Perhaps that will help. Your love feels like trumpet sound. I said your love feels like trumpet sound. Life is like a mountain. Yes, your life is like a mountain, and your heart is like a church with wide open doors and to be with you is to find myself in the best of dreams. Your love feels like trumpets. Your love feels like high summer. I said your love feels like high summer. Your life is like an ocean. Yes, your life it is like an ocean. I wanna dive in naked, lose myself in your depths. I've got to be with you. Find myself in the best of dreams, 'cause your love feels like trumpets. So please don't wake me, no, don't shake me. I wanna be with you, 'cause being with you is the same as being you. Being you. Your love feels like trumpets. Just like trumpets. Your love feels like trumpets. There you go. Remarkably, it's actually still working. I think you're all still there, all four of you. Everyone else has gone away and hidden. Anyway, cheers. The Waterboys, Trumpets. It was always one of my favourite songs. One of my favourite love songs. And when it came to writing the album, it was just like, I just thought, I've got to cover that song because it says everything that I need to say, you know. And yeah, before we got really interrupted with the internet going down, I was just saying that Doris Brendel is playing that on her Hard Rock Hell radio show tonight, and it'll be on Catch Up as well, so that's more airplay that we've got. She really liked that track, which is absolutely commendable. Doris is great, and she played at Tanner Fest, a really good set, and we're actually going to be having our Little Ember sessions in Oundle in October, and also I'm going to be announcing it very soon, a gig at the Musician in January. We're looking forward to that. Many of you may not have heard of Doris Brendel, but she did a lot of work in recent years with Fish. She was her backing singer. She was his backing singer, and I saw her a few times opening up for Fish. And also performing with him, and she appears on the last few albums as well, the live ones and the most recent studio one. So it's been absolutely fantastic that she's playing us, and she played at Tanner Fest. I mean, it was a great set. Do check out her music. You know, I really like it. There's so many different styles thrown in there with what she does, and let's look at the acoustic stuff in particular. I really like. So yeah, that's more airplay. It's interesting actually checking out the airplay. A lot of the radio stations have really liked the more acoustic side of the album. The album is very split into sort of acoustic tracks and then kind of indie rock, kind of like it's an REM track which is already out as a single called 14 Days that follows Supermoon, REM flavoured track, and then we got kind of heavier couple of tracks as well. I'll play you one in a minute. Yeah, it's a real journey, the album, and I might have talked about it before, so forgive me if you're hearing this again, but it started out as an acoustic EP idea. I had these songs I just wanted to bash out at the start of the year, and we went into Deadline Studios, and you know, with the premise of me just doing some acoustic with maybe Adam doing some, the producer doing some sort of additional, you know, backing to it and leaving it at that. But it became very apparent that there was like a good half the album that needed the sort of full band on it. So I got Alfie, Bob and Dave to come in, and it became a Wildfires album. It could have easily been released as a solo record, but yeah, it makes sense to make it our fourth album, even though probably half of it is more solo acoustic, I'd say. So, and it really does tell a story as well. It's I had a difficult time last summer, a lot of anxiety and stuff that was going on with me, and I needed to sort out in my head, and various things happened. And it was a way of making sense of all of these things, but also taking a step back and you know, and just seeing where I was with various things in life and how I viewed things, you know, and love and romance. It's always been a very popular theme with my songwriting, I guess, because I guess it's a time when you're trying to work out where things are, and you're feeling the all of the good feelings, you know, the feelings of elation and bonding with somebody and trying to work out what the hell's going on, you know. But then when things turn and go wrong, if you're quite an anxious person like myself, it can throw you into this kind of vortex of anxiety and trying to find your way out of it, you know. And then when you come through the other side, there's the recovery process, and this album particularly really tells that whole story, and it really feels like a story that I wanted to tell in completion, you know. So when you do get a chance to hear it, you'll hear the whole of that journey, you know, the elation, the romance, the good parts, the anxiety kicking in, the doubt, the questioning, working out if somebody's lying to you or not, and then finding your feet again, and then getting through the other side. So that's why it's called Getting There, because it's about that process. I'm going to play you an audio track now off it, because if I can find it, where have we all gone now? Everything's just gone tits up because I have. Here we go. Hopefully this won't send the internet down. So this song I wrote, I mean, as you know, with my album, or you might not know, my last album, Clarity In Dusk, is all about walking in nature, really, and you know, through the pandemic and living where I do now, out in the sticks, like, walking, particularly in the evening times, is a time where I walk into nature and get my head sorted out. And this next song was about when I was going for walks and that healing process wasn't working, and I was still deeply kind of in this kind of, you know, aura of anxiety and not finding the answers just by going for a walk. So I'm going to play you two tracks actually to go into each other about it. And yeah, the first one's called Threshold, and it goes into the next track, Skeleton Trees. By the fields of dust and harvest haze, I stopped at the edge of Royce Wood. The old poet there again ahead of me, with long black coat, wispy grey hair and stick. Trudging through his Eden, his kingdom, his sanctuary, on his long quest for words, sense, purity, calm and reason. I saw him, and amongst the skylarks singing, tractors faintly whirring, the twilight broke. Love's brief spell cracked, and I clung to a mobile, a martyr to the satellites, at this threshold, walking with the madness of John Clare.
But the person you've called is not available.
This song is not for you. It's for the wounded and those who've been through a black cloud appearing in a summer sky once blue. So Skeleton Trees. So yeah, those two songs have got a lot more instrumental backing. The first one, Threshold, that was just literally going to be a short kind of 30-second spoken word bit, but it grew into this kind of proggy spoken word thing. And then Adam was inspired by Pink Floyd when he added his parts to it. I love putting that together, you know. And then yeah, it tells the story of like going for a walk and not being able to settle in your head, and then kind of having an anxiety attack in the woods, which is what all Skeleton Trees is about, but also turning into a dream and not be able to sleep at night with shit rolling around your head. And yeah, there's definitely some New Model Army in there. One of the recent album reviews said there's some Levelers in there as well, which we often get compared to the Levelers, strangely. I think my voice probably sounds a bit like Mark occasionally, but yeah, it's yeah, those tracks are really strong, and that's about the kind of anxiety period, I guess. So it's great playing these songs live as well. And interestingly, the band, because we wrote quite a lot of it in the studio, the band have had to go and learn these songs, and which is difficult because we've always done it the way around. We've always, you know, written them in the rehearsal room, gone out and gigged with them like mad, and then recorded them. So they're having to do it the upside down way, and it's we've got our own versions of them live, but that one really rocks. It really rocks live. We haven't had any problems with that one. So yeah, loving the new album. Thank you very much, Alice. Yeah. I mean, I know you guys have got it on CD, and you know, the people who have got it in CD. It'd be nice be a nice thing to blast out in the car. But I'm going to put it on Bandcamp, and then if people do want to stream it, they can do that. And then I might put it on streaming a little bit earlier than what I said. I said October, but I've just seen online when I was just walking out the room there that Getting Ready to Rock radio station and web magazine has put Getting There in our in their top 10 albums. Bloody hell! I don't know if you can see Lottie there. She's going mad. My cats haven't made an appearance yet. I've got two of them now. Many of you might remember from watching me during the live streams that Bessie used to make an appearance. Well, sadly, she passed away earlier this year, and yeah, it was quite devastating to lose her after a short illness. And she's at peace now, but I went straight out and got two lovely cats, Lottie and Luna, from Peter Cat Rescue, and they're great company. I'm sure they make an appearance at some point. Luna, come here. Come here. She's the shy one. She won't come anyway. Come here, you. Come here, then. No, you're just going to run off, aren't you? They will make an appearance anyway. Right, anyway, let's just get on with some more music. I saw my daughter at the weekend. She came up very briefly from London. Well, she actually came from Stansted, believe it or not. Her and her boyfriend Charlie, they were in Vienna for a few days, and it was great. It's great. She's got the travel bug. She's like me. When I was about her age, I was always travelling around Europe. Initially doing a thing called Interrail, where you have a pass for a month to go on the trains, you know, and it was really cheap back then. It was about 120 quid, and I did it 3 times, and I made lots of friends and had some amazing adventures during that time. And I'm glad that she's doing that, you know, that she's still young and she's got time to explore a bit more of the world, you know. So it's great to see, and you know, they were talking about all kinds of plans, maybe buying a camper van, and I was saying, well, why didn't you buy a round the world ticket? And you know, so she's looking at all these options, which is great. So yeah, I spent some time in Vienna. I had lots of good friends in Austria actually, and my friend Andrea, she studied there, and I went to visit her a couple of times. Beautiful city. I'm going to sing you a song now, all about my my life back then, travelling on the trains around Europe, and features on the first album, Stratigraphic Heart, and it's just called On That Road. Just up on the mainland, from the ferry I can see the shore, the white cliffs of Dover, the fate to miss behind me once more. Oh God. Fate to miss behind me once more. On a road to nowhere, ship of discovery. You are the captain of your ship, the master of your destiny. And you travel so far, you sail the world. Always a crossroad you will find the roots of you and your family that won't be with you at the back of your mind. On that road, that railroad, on that road, heading up from the station on a midnight train. Me and Roy and John O, some Libyan guys we met on the way. Could have been Dubrovnik, it might have been Belgrade. We played our guitars, we sang our songs, and cut through the night into the day. And you travel so far, you sail the world, and always a crossroad you will find the roots of you, your family, that will be with you at the back of your mind. Travel so far, sail the world, and always a station you will find the roots of you, your family, will be with you at the back of your mind. When you're on that road, that railroad, when you're on that road. Lying on the hot sand in the metal bay, an H.O.E. may carry, and they found love down by the caves. Here I lay my head down underneath the stars. Today is life, tomorrow never comes, and on that road you learn who you are. Travel so far, sail the world, and always a crossroad you will find the roots of you, your family, who will be with you at the back of your mind. You travel so far, sail the seven seas, and always a station you will find the roots of you and your history, who will be with you at the back of your mind. On that road, that railroad, when you're on that road, when you're on that road, that railroad, when you're on that road, that railroad, when you're on that road. Oh, there we are, on that road. And it's still working. We haven't gone down yet. Is anyone still there? Ah, Roger, saw one of your cats run down the stairs a few moments ago. Oh, yes. I'm amazed they haven't jumped up in front of the screen, to be honest with you, particularly Lottie. The first time that I let them out, when I had them, they stayed in for a month, obviously, to get used to the place. And Lottie caught 5 mice within about 36 hours. I think she's culled the garden of mice. I think it's clear. She hasn't caught anything since. But yeah, when that happened, I thought, oh my God, here we go. It's going to be like vermin brought in, you know, bits of dead shrew, pigeon and all sorts. But no, the only other thing that she did bring back was a couple of weeks ago. I heard this meow by the cat flap, and she'd got something, and she looked a bit guilty. And I looked down, and it was a bit of breaded chicken. Where the hell she got that? But it turns out she'd gone next door, because I spoke to Molly and Kieran next door, and they'd been to McDonald's, and they'd seen Lottie had nipped inside, but Molly went out the room to get something, came back in, and one of her chicken selects had gone. So we found out the mystery of where it went. She didn't even know it was Lottie, but but yeah, I've been quite lucky really. I haven't had any bits of bowel and giblets in my kitchen, which is quite remarkable really, because only just up the road, a few hundred yards, I've got a meadow and woods. Yeah, so busy times ahead. For those of you who went to Tannerfest, it was a great weekend. I'm wearing a t-shirt by one of the bands who played, the Whiskey Flowers, Steph Ashcroft and Aidan Pryor. That's their project, and they're fantastic, and they played on our stage. It was a really good weekend, and it rained, but we're in 2 barns there, and I don't get to watch much stuff on the main stage at Tannerfest because I'm manning the Wildfire stage, and Dave helped me with that, and yeah, it was on the Friday and Saturday. Just so many good artists, too many to mention here really. But if you look on the Stevie Jones and Wildfire's page, or the Wildfire Sessions page, shall I say, you'll see a short film. I think it's Pete Stanley's put it together, of the weekend, and you'll see what it was like. And if you next year, if any of you haven't been and want to go, do go. It's such a good weekend, and it raises a lot of money for the charities. So. Yeah, that was great. It was really good. It's bloody hard work. But yeah, one of the bands who did play it as well, Giddy Aunt, they are the guest acts at our album launch gig, which is on the 16th of August at Musician. And they're a great band, featuring ex-members of the Wish Plants, who are very prominent band in Northamptonshire back in the 90s, and it's great to see Jared and Saul doing this new project, Giddy Aunt, and that was their first gig. We were very lucky to have them at Tannerfest doing that first gig, and they were tremendous, really powerful. So yeah, they're playing at our album launch. Yeah, so if any of you can get along to the album launch, it'd be great. Tickets are available through our website and stuff. It's going to be a good night, you know, it really is. Well, I'll do another song for you anyway. Why not? Hi Ted, thank you very much, mate. Hey, you really inspired me to do these live streams again, because I know that you liked it, and I just I know Roger watches Fish on Fridays, and Fish is you know is one of my favourite artists, and I've always tuned into his live stream, and he's just carried on doing it since the pandemic. He hasn't stopped, and you know, and I really enjoy tuning into his shows, and I don't necessarily do it live on a Friday. I might do it at some point in the week, and there aren't that many people doing it now, are there? I mean, everyone was doing it during the around the pandemic. Ryan Adams was doing some really good ones. But he doesn't do them so much now, and he did more playing, just talking, but it was great. And obviously you got Toya and Robert Fripp. They started their whole project, which they went out and took on tour with them, you know. I know Doris Brendel and Lee Dunham did quite a lot as well. She was telling me about that, but I didn't get a chance to watch those at the time. But yeah, it's good to be back doing it, and thanks to the inspiration, Ted. You're absolutely right. You know, I'm probably not going to make them as theme based as before. I might do. I used to make notes and focus on certain eras and that, and I might do. I think these are going to be a bit more free flowing, so you know, a bit more laid back, and we'll just kind of see what happens week to week. I'm going to play you a title track of Clarity in Dusk, the 2023 album, which is available to stream on all the streaming platforms. And yeah, you know, we've gigged these songs a lot now, and it's nice. It's nice that, you know, that those songs are in the bag, and it's great doing these new songs. So. So tired of feeling so low again. Can't seem to find my way through the day. Full of self-doubt and my whole body aches. Need to cut through the struggles I face. World of corruption, anger and hate. Short-term thinking gets shorter each day. Narcissism replacing rational thought. Instincts are gone, we all can be bought. And our roots above echoes the word. Presence is startled as I walk through. Embracing silence, in nature I trust. Here I will find clarity in dust. And I will walk when the day meets the night. Watch sunset like fire in the sky. Embracing silence, in nature I trust. And here I will find clarity in dust. Clarity in dust. Clarity in dust. In these moments, and I will walk when the day meets the night. Watch sunset like fire in the sky. Embracing silence and nature I trust. Here I will find clarity in dust. And these moments, and these moments, and these moments. Kind of messed up the ending there, but unless you're an avid fan of that track, you wouldn't know. But feel free to listen to it, stream it, and compare. And on the album, that features a wonderful bit of violin playing by our good friend Steve Marlowe. And I think there's a video of me and him doing it do it in here actually at rehearsal somewhere, kicking around. But yeah, that track is all about going for walks in the evening and just sorting my head out. And I've been a bit lazy recently. I think it's because the weather was shit until relatively recently. I haven't been going for as many. And I've been very tired as well. I think I'm getting old. I get up at 5:30 for my day job, and I come back, I finish about 12:15. And I come back and I have a nap, and the idea is I go out and have a walk. But recently that hasn't been happening. I've just been a bit addicted to Scandinavian, Nordic noir drama on Channel 4. I don't know if any of you watched The Killing and The Bridge and series like that, but I love all that kind of stuff. And on Channel 4, there's these box sets called Walter Presents. And yeah, I've got a real thing about them. So I was watching a couple of them over the last couple of weeks. And before that, Jim, if you're still there, I was watching a really good Netflix series called Cleo, which is German, and it's all set in the 80s, about the turn of when the wall comes down, and it's about this Stasi secret agent who he's working for the Stasi, for the East German Secret Service, and then the wall comes down, and then she's still got the same kind of mindset. But it's really good, and it's really funny. It's kind of a bit like Killing Eve. Yeah. If you mean porn, say it. No, James, no. I'm watching, cultured stuff. I know some porn is probably quite cultural, but they don't show that on Channel 4. I do believe you have to look at other channels for that, but I don't know. So I've heard anyway. But yeah, Cleo's really good. It's on Netflix. Really enjoyed that, and there's 2 series of it. It's just a really, really good fun watch. And I was amazed actually, Jim, how much German I remembered. So that is promising for when I do get my arse in gear and come and see you. And hopefully I'll be able to understand what people are saying. I might not be able to say anything, but but yeah, I was amazed. So that's good. Right, I'm going to wrap it up now. It's been nice coming back to do this show. If any of you feel like buying an album or T-shirts, we've got plenty of T-shirts left in the store, or just chuck in a $5 or anything, it really helps us stay on the road and paying for rehearsal rooms and things like that. We've got plenty of gigs coming up. I'll reshare the tour poster, and if any of you can make it to a gig, that'd be wonderful. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again next Monday. And we'll sign off now. Auf Wiedersehen.